Hello everyone, welcome back to another thrift store finds video. We have about a week's worth of stuff to go through, a whole bunch of DVDs and VHS and books and all kinds of stuff. To start off with the two Blu-ray finds that we found. The Notebook, just a regular generic Blu-ray of that, and this was a good deal that we found on Star Trek The Original Series, the complete Season 2, with the slipcover and everything. Really like this release because it has both the original and the enhanced editions on it, and it has a special Tribbles disc with commentary and all kinds of extra features. That's a good set to have. Then on DVD, continuing with some more sci-fi stuff and a whole bunch of movies and things, we have TNG Season 1 in the older big silver cases. I really like the design of those. Very fascinating. And then a few volumes 4, 5, 6, and 7 of Space 1999. Those older DVD releases. Each of them are 2 discs each with a handful of episodes. And continuing with the older space TV show theme, more 60s sci-fi with Lost in Space. And this is Season 2, Volumes 1 and 2. And then Season 3, Volumes 1 and 2. The older releases, now they've done like a complete series box set eventually. We have the #1 Ladies Detective Agency, Highlander Season 2 from Highlander, the TV series. It's kind of a cool case, or has the half slip almost, and then the big fold out case. You know how much I like that style. We have Wonder Woman, the complete 2nd season. And a nice little stack of movies and a few other things. This is a Tom Hanks double feature, The Burbs and The Money Pit. And those are both really funny movies. I prefer The Money Pit. They're thankfully on their own individual discs. Sometimes these are like one double-sided DVD, and those are a pain. But The Money Pit is a really good double feature with Mr. Blandings Builds His Dream House with Cary Grant and Myrna Loy. Very similar theme, and those work really well together. From the Hanna-Barbera Diamond Collection, Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?, the complete 3rd season. Disney's Gargoyles, the complete 1st season. Really, really good show. If you've not seen it, it's fantastic. A lot of the voice cast is from TNG, which was really exciting at the time. Tonally, it's very similar to the 90s Batman the Animated Series. Really, really fun. Kong, King of Atlantis. The widescreen edition of Batteries Not Included. This is a really cute, heartwarming, fun little 80s movie that I don't really hear being talked about a lot. It's kind of one of those that has gone to the wayside. We have the 50th anniversary edition of Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. Sealed copy of one of these Superbook Explorer DVDs. Documentary, Nazi Hunters, City of Gold. I did not know that there were this many of these. The Prophecy with Christopher Walken, a 5-film set. Not really something I was ever into, but I at least knew about the first one. I had no idea that there were apparently 5 of them, but all together in a set. Sealed copy of this double feature with Moulin Rouge and Tristan and Iseult. Really bizarre kind of pairing in a way. I don't know. Some of those double feature ones are really bizarre. Kick-Ass Heroes. The original TMNT Volume 3, a 12-episode collection. Halloween Town 1 and 2. Digging for Dinosaurs. And The Secret Saturdays from Cartoon Network, Volume 1. A few oddball things, a little selection of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They look like the older ones, the ones I saw my little brother and cousins and stuff playing with when this was first coming out. Amanda grabbed these for maybe like 5 cents at the bargain room while we were out, just kind of sitting in the back of a bin. And always cool when you find any He-Man or TNG figures. Always a great find. And I had him Stratos. Well, as a kid, never had the jetpack, the blue jetpack. I had like both of his wings and the weapon. For some reason, I never had the jetpack as a kid, so that was kind of cool to see. One older Garfield mug that was worth grabbing for how much they were selling it for. These 99% of the time are not even worth looking at. These collector's silver spoons that you go around, this not really much anymore, I don't think. but you go around different places that you visited and you could find these little souvenirs, and people collected them, and most of them are just complete trash. But the first place we went to last week, we went to a whole bunch of different stores, had probably 20 or 30 of them, and there really wasn't a whole lot there, so I just kind of spent a little time checking out a few and finding a couple that were worth grabbing at least for what they had, because there are occasionally ones that are worth finding. There are some that are exceptionally rare. Didn't see anything that was that extraordinary, but it's worth kind of digging around in those sometimes just to see a few Leapster games. We're in with the DVDs, and then a bunch of VHS, and pull the first one out here. Finally, a beta tape. We just never run into beta. Just, you don't see it. It's just non-existent. I don't know why. I was very, very excited. Sitting in with the VHS, we have The Three Lies of Thomasina. Great live-action Disney classic. Very happy to find that. On beta, just kind of mix him with the VHS. Fantastic. That was really exciting. Only it doesn't have to be anything that great. Just the fact that something's on Betamax. I want to see it. I want to pick it up and look at it because that's cool, and you just never find it. I have 2 players in my own little collection, but I can never find more to add. Then we have on VHS, we have from the Universal Thrillers collection, Bride of Chucky, the Amityville Horror, and some nice older copies of First Blood and First Blood Part 2, so 2 Rambo movies, Blake Edwards 10, Great Outdoors. This is a funny movie with Dan Aykroyd and John Candy. I've never seen these before, these Jim Henson play-along video. Found 2 volumes of that. I've never seen these before. It's pretty interesting. I mean, there used to be a lot of very interactive, focused VHS tapes in the late 80s and like mid-90s or so, and these are both from 88. So that's pretty interesting. I've never heard of this line. That's always fun to run into. Sealed copy of Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones, and a sealed copy of Don Bluth's Thumbelina with the silver charm bracelet. It's kind of an interesting thing to include. I've never seen that before. I've seen the movie a bunch of times, but I've never seen it with this little charm bracelet added on. They have that advertised, free inside. Suggested retail is $12.99. My goodness. Yeah, so it must have been a very temporary thing as that was coming out on VHS. And then Goosebumps, The Haunted Mask. I think overall probably still my favorite episode of the TV show adaptation of of any of the books. Really enjoy that one. The Lego game, Lego Minotaurs. Then a small selection of manga, Absolute Boyfriend, and Sabrina the Teenage Witch, like the Archie comics newer ones. A selection of those. 1 Star Trek book, Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Appropriate, because we're only a few days away at the time of filming this from the premiere of Strange New Worlds. This was a competition for fans could submit short stories, and a whole bunch of winners were picked, and they were published in an anthology. Then a whole bunch of different books for the store, including some older Choose Your Own Adventure. Those are always fun. I always like when they're the older ones and they have more interesting cover art pretty frequently. A different variety of some generic fiction, some kids books. They have some American Girl dolls. Another one I always get excited when I find Warhammer, like 40K books. Any one of those is definitely worth picking up, especially when you're spending like 25 cents to $2. Really, really good. When love is not enough. This is good. This is a book that we own. We both have enjoyed before with Caitlin Doty. Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. That's a good book. A trilogy of teen fiction and a few more that we just grabbed this morning. Ruby Red. And yeah, so that is a lot. It's a whole bunch of really good stuff. I was very excited to again find some of that Star Trek and some other things, and beta tape is always really good to find. So very happy with what we grabbed so far, and hope you guys are having a great week so far. I'll see you in the next video.